get in for free. So these are big warehouses. Welcome to the steam shop. So look at here. Just big rooms with lots of big heavy machinery. I mean, this would have been used to making all the boats and stuff. Here's some big machinery. Wow. If you did one of the guided tours, they would tell you what some of these machines would be, but I didn't do a guided tour. But to be honest, I actually think it would have been probably quite beneficial to do a guided tour. Big warehouses. Massive big warehouses. Big machines too. I think they do raves and stuff in here every now and then because there's lots of toilets. Like that's another set of toilets that's obviously added in, I reckon. That's not standard. Look at this. This is very cool. So big ships would have been in here. This is where they made the big ships. So those guys have just come out of a tunnel, guys. That's called the Dog Leg Tunnel. And when I first got here, they said it was closed. But it has since been opened this afternoon. So we're going to go walk back through it. Huge, hey? The acoustics in here is pretty cool. Woohoo! Yahoo! Yahoo! Oh, oh, oh! Now, there is some music being played out here, so I'm going to put the mute button on. Hey guys, I just had to mute because there's a whole lot of music out there and I've been hit with quite a few copyrights at the moment. I mean, I didn't get in trouble. You know, they block my videos because of the copyright, and it's not like I'm purposely filming music, it's just that it's in the background, so that's why I just muted. So we are in Dog Leg Tunnel. This is the tunnel underneath in Cockatoo Island. And they built these tunnels in World War II to move things from one side of the island to another, because this is all sandstone rock. We're on top of on the island a couple of hours ago. I was doing a couple of lives and taking you around and showing the convict rooms and stuff like that, where they slept. But this is underneath that. They've dug into the sandstone walls. They've built foundations to hold it up. Now you've got to be careful. There's a bit of water in here, so it's a bit slippery. So be careful. Oh, snakes around. Pretty cool, hey? They're old speaker systems, I think. Love a tunnel, right? So, of course, I have done a jumping for joy in here already, and I have done a dancing with Dora in the tunnel. Stay tuned for that. This is a really cool place. So this pretty much takes you out to where we started the adventure on my, I don't know, a couple of lives ago. Dogleg Tunnel, safety beneath the sandstone. Also known as the Stores Tunnel, Dogleg Tunnel was built in World War II as an air raider shelter and also the materials from the island. As you can imagine, well, it's not a huge island, but it's big enough, right? To get things from over there to over there, like, you know, you're not going to lift it over that. So they've just built through it, which kind of makes sense. So there was 2 tunnels on this island. Great. A great venue to check out, I've got to say. I reckon it's the best thing to do in Sydney. For free. Crazy. I'd love a cold drink, to be honest. Well, let me just make sure that we've seen everything. Okay, we went to the convict precinct. That's the rooms where they used to sleep. Yep. We saw that. Yep. We saw that. Did we see that? I don't know. Well, there's 17 cranes here. So we saw quite a few of the cranes. Oh, there's lots of them, right? The docks, yeah. Ship design, yep. Historical resident, yep. We didn't do the self-guided tours. We didn't do the guided tour. We saw the barbecue facilities. We saw the accommodation. Yeah, that was the isolation room. That was pretty hardcore. So I believe we've done it all, guys. That was a good walk. So there's another tunnel. There's a tunnel here, but there's actually another tunnel here. Oh, there is a tunnel there. I did not know that. I didn't see that when we first were looking here. That was cool. Oh. Convict prison tour. Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays and Saturdays at 1:30. Obviously pay for these. Oh yeah, $35. But still, that would be interesting to, right? Water filter. Alright, let's go check out the cafe. Hello, how you going? Dave? Are you getting alcohol? Oh. They're pretty cool wine bottles. They're $15 for those little glasses. People are just waiting here for the ferries or just having a chat, or people having some wine over there. What a great place. Alright, well, what am I going to do? Will I get a drink? Yeah, actually, I think I might get a... There's one Pepsi there. We're going to be bad, guys. We're going to be bad and have a Pepsi. Hi, how you going? God, that was cheap. $3.50 for a can of Pepsi on an island. That's unheard of. $3.50. That's cheap. All right, well, muster stations. So the train, the ferry that I'm going to get is at 4:30. So I've still got 40 minutes, half an hour. So I think we're going to sit over here, I reckon. Well, let's read about Cockatoo Island, actually. Let's do that, since we've spent half the day here. Cockatoo Island. Cockatoo Island operated as a convict penal settlement between 1839 and 1869. The island was isolated and easy to secure, ensuring convicts were always under the eye of authority. The convicts on Cockatoo Island were often subject to harsh living and working conditions. The main form of hard work were quarrying and general labouring and construction. Convicts built structures on the island, including the prisoner barracks, the hospital, the mess hall, underground grain silos. That's cool. The dry dock and workshops. Yeah, right. And it's heritage listed now. UNESCO heritage listed this island. I can see why. I mean, it's really fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. Like I said, in many of my times today on my lives, I've always come past here on a ferry and said, one day I have to come here. And today is that day. So I brought my lunch with me. Okay, there's a whole lot of kids here. We're not going to film that, guys. But we're going to sit here somewhere in the shade. It's beautiful here. Right. Look at this. It's just, stunning. Hey, Jet Sets. You would have come with me. I saw your comment. You said that, you said something. Yeah, I don't know. Was it about this one? No, you went to you commented on the reservoir I went to yesterday. What's it called? Oh my God. I went somewhere yesterday, the reservoir. Yeah, but today I'm at Cockatoo Island. Have you been to Cockatoo Island before? So obviously you live in Sydney. I had a great day. I even painted today. I sat up on the top with a really good view of Sydney Harbour and painted the Harbour Bridge, and yeah, it was really lovely. I'm not promoting Pepsi, but I'm really thirsty right now. I know I should just drink water, but I've done lots of walking and lots of sweating today. So having a bit of sugar has actually been really good. So not promoting Pepsi at all. Thank you, new subscriber, for subscribing. Someone just pulled back a message. It's Mick from Victoria. Hey, Mick from Victoria, how are you? Do you happen to be my friends with Nicholas? So Nicholas from Victoria, from Melbourne, also had told me that he's told a few of his friends of my channel. And just out of curiosity, are you friends with Nicholas? You're like, who's Nicholas? Oh, can't tell you how good this actually feels. It's bad that I'm drinking Pepsi, really bad. Not good for you guys. But sometimes you gotta be bad, right? I assume you're in Sydney. Yes, I am. I am in Sydney. So this is going up the river to Parramatta, up that way. And if you go this way, on the other side of this building you'll see the Harbour Bridge. And that's Sydney in the background there. I'm just too lazy to get up and show you now. If you have a look at my last couple of lives, you'll see a better view. Actually, if you look at my last live, you'll see the view. It only goes for about 5 minutes. You can check that out. You have family in Perth. Where are you from, Dave? Environmental has subbed. Thank you. I saw that come through. Yeah, I do a lot of live adventures. I'm from Brisbane and I'm down here visiting my sister, and on last Saturday night I went to a rave, so that's the reason why I'm down here. One of my favourite DJs, Gareth Emery, was playing. But while I'm down here, I always take advantage of the fact that, it's a great place, Sydney. Why not? And there's so many good, cool things to see, and I've never stopped here, ever. Gone past it heaps on the ferry. So my sister lives down this way in Cabarita, so normally I catch the ferry down. So the ferries always come past here, they stop, but I've never come here. So yeah, today is the first time, and it's free to come here. Well, not free to come, as in like you've got to get a ferry here. You can't get here any other way as an island, but it's free to come on the island. Honestly, I think you could charge for this. This is amazing. Shh, don't say that out loud. Oh my goodness. We just went through the tunnel, guys. I don't know if you want to rewind my video, my live. We went through it's called Dog Leg Tunnel. It's pretty cool. Basically, it goes through the centre of this sandstone here. So to move things across to the other side, they built tunnels through the sandstone. So this is the convicts used to stay here, and they made the convicts dig out the tunnels. There's actually 2 tunnels. This one over here is the main one, but there's also another one on the other side. They go straight through the middle, and it's nice and cool inside. You can see that there's a water tower on there, but there's a beautiful old house on top, homestead. That's where I sat, and it's got this amazing view over Sydney Harbour. That's where I had lunch and I painted. So please leave my live and check it out. My last live. It goes for 5 minutes. I'll just show you the end of my painting, basically. As I said, I'm not a professional painter. I just do it for the fun of it, right? And it's good for your mental health. And just because I'm not good at something doesn't mean I shouldn't do it, right? So, the more you do things, the better you get at it. Here you go. Boats coming in. It's a beautiful day on Sydney Harbour today. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And my boat comes in half an hour. So I'm just having a bit of a rest because I've been walking. You're not a friend of Nicholas. Okay, cool. Interesting. Are you a content creator? An interesting handle that you have called Environmental. Are you into the environment? I'm guessing you are, because that's the name of your channel. It's good that you're into the environment. I'm painting a red-tailed black cockatoo on a homemade shade sail. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Cool. It's interesting. I'm on Cockatoo Island right now. Actually, don't know why they call it Cockatoo Island. Was there originally cockatoos found here? I haven't seen anything about cockatoos on this island. I saw a painting, one big painting of it. 5 a.m. in UK. Dave, you're in the UK. Ugh, you're nice and cold this morning, probably. You're mad about the environment. I think we should all be mad about the environment, right? I'm just going to lean you up there against my lunch. Oh. So would you like me to show you my painting? If you're not going to leave my live, you do have permission. I could talk to myself, trust me, I would. But let me show you my painting. Like I said, I'm not a professional, guys. I just do it for the fun of it. That is my painting, Cockatoo Island. And can you see the harbour bridge? And then just over here, you can see the top house. I actually like it. It's not bad. Sometimes they suck. Like I get the dimensions completely wrong, but it's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. Would love to see it. Oh, it's amazing here. Amazing here. Yesterday, I went to the Paddington Reservoir, another free place to go. So today I'm doing a free thing, and yesterday I did a free thing. But the only thing is you have to pay to get there, right? Like anywhere you go, you've got to get there. So yesterday I went to the Paddington Reservoir. So this is a water reservoir they built back in the day to hold water for Sydney. So I was literally effectively sitting in here. It's like a big bathtub, but they've got these cool, it looked very Roman style. There's a garden been put in since, but I was sitting there having my lunch and painting. It was so cool. Oh, that's not bad. I mean, I'm not amazing, but you know. But this one, and yesterday I had 3 buses to get here. 3 buses. It cost me money, right? But it's free to get there. And then today I just had to catch 1 ferry, and here's everything here. Well, not everything, but it's free to walk around and have a picnic. Bring your own food. Not allowed to bring alcohol, guys, but you can bring your own food. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I mean, look, the whole idea of painting is like just to have fun. And it's really good for your mental health. I've been quite stressed in the last the last month, should I say. We're renovating our house at home, and we're actually living in a van at the moment, me and my partner. And it's been quite stressful. And we've had a sick chicken, and there's a whole lot of stuff happening. And it was really nice to get away and, you know, just get a bit of perspective on life. So, now, I know you guys don't know who I am, but I have this duck. So I want to say quack, quack, ducks in a row, because this is a really cool day. So quack, quack, ducks in a row to me, you've heard the saying, right? Quack, quack, ducks in a row. It means, you know, you're getting your life into order. And my ducks have been all out of the place for the last couple of, actually, I wouldn't say they've been that's a bit wrong. I'm not saying they're out of whack. It's just that, you know, things haven't gone right. Like I had to put a chicken down. That's how bad things got. But, you know, in the scale of life, putting down a chicken is not as bad as, you know, things that are happening around the world. There's some really pretty shitty things that are happening around the world. So put it into perspective, Dora. Put it into perspective. So quack, quack, ducks in a row. And this duck symbolises, when I say that, you know, I'm in a pretty good place. And if you talk to me about a week and a half ago, 10 days ago, I was in a pretty, I was feeling pretty beat up. But, you know, I'm feeling pretty good now. You've never heard the saying? Oh my God, environmental, seriously? Maybe not the quack quack bit, but ducks in a row, getting your ducks in a row. You've not heard that before? It's like an escape, isn't it? Yeah, I'm escaping my life at the moment. Block the world out. Yeah, I have, to be honest. All right. So guys, it's been a bit hot in the last couple of days, and I have got sunburnt quite a lot. And so I've got really dry lips. Sorry, too much information. I am an oversharer. So guys, you followed me, so let me just tell you a little bit about my channel, because I like to meet new people. It's nice to meet new people. So my name is Dora. It is my nickname. My real name, let me show you this. I could have caught that boat actually, guys. That is a boat I could have caught, but in half an hour a next boat will come. That's going down the river to Sydney Olympic Park, which is down that way, but that's the way I'm going to go later on. So if you're around later on in about half an hour, you're going to catch the ferry with me. But my channel is about adventures, and my goal is to see 80 countries. I'm a big backpacker at heart. I love backpacking because that's the way I've afforded to travel. If I had stayed in like hotels, I probably wouldn't have been able to travel. So I've been blessed and grateful enough to go on to 62 countries so far. Last year was a great year. I went to Samoa and I went to Luxembourg. So that was really awesome. So that's really duck, you know, like quack, quack. I got my ducks in a row. I'm about to go to Bali in about a month's time. And at the end of the year, I'm going to Africa. I've never been to Africa, guys. I've been to Egypt, the top of Africa, but I've never, ever actually been to like South America and like South Africa. So I've dreamed of going. So I'm very, very excited about that. Now, I am not a trust fund baby, or I don't have a sugar daddy, though I'm looking. It's a very bad joke, I always say that.
I have a partner, guys, so just calm down. I don't have, an expensive, I don't have an expensive job that, I earn big bucks. I'm just your normal average Joe, right? But I'm called Dora. And, I don't live large. I don't paint my nails. I don't get Botox. I don't get fake eyelashes or eyebrows, though I probably could use them. Um, I don't generally drink bad stuff. I made my lunch today instead of, buying lunch. And yeah, I backpack because it's heap cheaper. I stay in backpacker hostels. So I turned 50 last year, guys. So you don't have to be 20 to backpack. I'm a 50-year-old backpacker and I backpack a lot by myself. So last time I came to Sydney, which was back in November, December, I came down for another rave. The first couple of days I stayed in a capsule hotel in Sydney, and that was really cool. So it's called a capsule hotel, but it's a backpacker hostel, and it's like a coffin. I think I paid $60 a night. That was pretty cheap. And it was in the middle of Chinatown, like near like where the Thai section was and the Chinatown was. It was amazing. So like I thought it was great for $120 for 2 nights, really worth it. And like if I'd paid for staying in a hotel, that would have cost me nearly $160 a night. So like backpacking's not for everyone. I get it, but I'm proof that if you do backpack, you can get to more places and go on holidays more often. So like I said, I've been to 62 countries. My goal is to go to 80 countries. So I'm very excited. Kevin, hello Kevin. Looking for a sugar daddy. Are you? I'm great, mate. I'm great. We're on a really cool island called Cockatoo Island. And one day I'll make a video on this island because it's fabulous. I'm walked out, guys. I've walked all over this place. It is such a cool island. This island used to be a convict penalty, a convict area where they house convicts basically because they couldn't get off. So like, and they've got really cool camping tents. So the camping tents, they're $160 for 2 people per night. Not on the weekend though. The weekend's more expensive, Monday to Friday. But if you go up on top of the island, up on top of there where there's a water tower, there's some really cool houses. You can go into where the convicts used to live. It's just really cool. Hey, Kevin, by the way, did you send me an email back? I returned your email. I'm looking for your address so I can send you the postcard. I've still got the postcard in my bag. I just need an address to actually send you the email. So obviously your address is personal. No one's going to see that. No one's going to see me write the email. Write the postcard. I'm just going to do that personally because, as I said, there was a postcard giveaway. You won the postcard. It's free. No catches, you just need to give me your email, your address. So Kevin, could you please send me an email with your address? Thank you for emailing me, but I just need your address. So from time to time I do postcard giveaways just because it's fun to send postcards because instead of getting a bill, and let's face it, people don't get many mail these days. I think the mail system probably will be obsolete sooner or later. So if you don't use it, you'll lose it kind of thing. Isn't that how all the Australians were set? Yes. By the way, I sent you an email earlier. Yes, cool. Thank you. So I will send you a postcard. And yes, that's right. A lot of people are ancestors are from convicts from the UK. So Dave, are you still there? There was a guy called Dave that was in the chat. Hello, Drew. Hello from Drew. Hi, Drew. How you going? I just wiped my ass. That's awesome. FYI. So does every other person on the planet. So guys, Kevin's got here. Isn't that how? Yeah. I'm just reading that again.
So I'm about to catch a ferry soon, in about 15 minutes, guys, and we're going to go down the river. So if you want to join, you can. Let's go for a quick walk before we leave the country, leave this island. We've got to put this in the bin anyway. That's a cute boat. Well, that's what I thought, Kevin. It's so refreshing to get something in the mail that's not a bill, right? Or junk mail. This is Australia. We're in Australia. All right. Let me turn this around. On the other side of this building, you will see the Harbour Bridge, and that will give you a better perspective of where I am. So that's going to take people back into the city. In about 15 minutes, Myra is going to come and take us that away. So Cockatoo Island is like the coolest place you can go. It's free to come here. There's no cost to come on the island. It costs you to get here. It cost me $7.35 on the ferry. That's not too bad, right? Let me just get rid of some rubbish. Now, this is our recycle. All right, quickly, guys. I'm going to quickly take you to the tunnel, guys. I'll just show you the immense of the island. So this is Cockatoo Island. I was just sitting here, and there's a tunnel that goes all the way through. So that's how they used to move things across the island back in the day. So over here is where the convicts used to be, in here. The powerhouse is pretty cool. There's another tunnel here too, but this is where I was painting this morning, up there, and they had a view over here. See the view, guys? Everyone knows the famous Harbour Bridge. But let me quickly take you, that was where I was up there. But let me just quickly take you into the dog leg tunnel. It's very cool. You love my accent. A lot of people say they like my accent. So this is a tunnel that was built by the convicts through the sandstone. And there was even, they built some silos in here too out of the sandstone, which is really cool. So I've done a lot of videoing on my GoPro today too, so I'm going to make some videos. So do subscribe and check out my long form videos every now and then, guys. I'm not just a live stream. So basically this is all the original structure, I believe.